Welcome back to another video. I have a special one for you tonight. Never a million years did I think I would be doing a video on this. It goes to show you how much the DePIN industry is expanding. You know, we made jokes about this a couple of weeks back on what will DePIN come up with next. And I come across a project, and actually it was some of y'all who brought this project to my attention. I didn't just pull this out of thin air. People who are in my Discord, there's a link below to get into my Discord. We cover a lot of projects in my Discord, but I had people in my Discord who asked me about this, and people who DM'd me in Discord asking me if I was going to do a video covering BrushO. And I was a little taken aback by it, if that's how, whatever word you want to use, but it seems to be a legit project. Is going to be a drop coming soon on Helium Deploy, and you'll be able to get your own BrushO. And basically, you will be compensated in crypto for brushing your teeth properly. Yes, I know I'm the dad, and I'm trying to tell everybody how to brush their teeth, but if you're looking to get an electric toothbrush, or you're interested in getting an electric toothbrush, BrushO might be for you. It's a way of making some crypto if you're brushing your teeth properly, but we're going to do a little bit deeper dive. Not going to be too long of a video, but just kind of bring you some facts of what this project's about. It is going to be on the PEAQ network, supposedly, which, you know, PEAQ is supposed to be for all our DePIN projects. So let's go ahead and get a little deeper dive and see what this is about. So here is BrushO. BrushO's website, which is brusho.io, and you can come to this and check it out. So it has a brush handle. It comes with 2 brush heads. Now, the one thing I don't know about is I don't know if this is 2 in addition to this one. It says a brush handle. To me, this is the handle and a brush head. It says brush head times 2. So I don't know if it's 3 or not, or 2. But basically, you can go 90 days on a brush head. And then if you need additional ones, you can get 4 for $29 later. So this right here is a year's worth. I know some people had comments on, you know, how often you have to change brush heads and how quick they, you know, and how well this thing's built. You know, we don't know. This is something new. You can go to brusho.io and learn more about it. Basically, it's a DePIN smart toothbrush. Now, one thing I know, you really can't compare this because we don't know exactly what we're getting. Again, this is new. But you can look at what some of the prices are in these. You know, you got one for $100 here, $70, $80, $120, $150. You know, these things vary in price. Here's $40. You know, I did read on some of these, they got a few hours charge. I mean, not that anybody is brushing their teeth for hours on end or anything like that, but just trying to compare. I've always wanted one. I've never gotten an electronic toothbrush. This might be my opportunity to get one now. So if you caught my Monday video, on Monday I do a video where I go over all my crypto projects I'm in right now. And I think I'm up to like 15 or 16, if not more. We did go over right here. You saw how BrushO is coming in 2 days, 16 hours, limited quantity available, pre-TGE, BrushO. So for Helium Deploy, this is a new drop. As of right now, it's not available, $150. However, with the DeGrumpyDad code right here, DeGrumpyDad56, you do get a little bit of a discount, and it helps the channel out. I appreciate it. But going back to here, you can see $150. It says 2 brushing heads. It comes a BrushO toothbrush with 2 toothbrush heads, a charging dock. And it says 1 charge can last up to 40 days. I did have somebody in my Discord discussing this on what kind of battery was it going to be, how long could it last. You know, if you look at this picture, you have a full toothbrush here, and 2. So my point out, reason I keep saying this is people are asking how often are you gonna have to buy. There's gonna be like a gimmick on how often you have to buy these brush heads. They're supposed to last 90 days. So you're looking at 3 months, 6 months, 9 months before you have to buy brush heads. And when you do have to buy brush heads and replace them, you can get replacement brushes. And those replacement brushes, like we saw over here from the BrushO website, $29 for the for replacements, a 4-pack. So again, at 3 months a piece, this is a year's worth right here. So something that you can, look at if you are that concerned with. There's multiple brush heads for different needs. Somebody asked about this: a soft, a middle, and a hard. I don't know if it comes with all 3 different ones of these, or if these are mixed, on the brush head. Like, you see the different colors and stuff. I guess. I don't know. I am trying to get a hold of one of these, just to be honest with y'all. I'd like to try it out. I reached out to BrushO. BrushO asked for my information, said they were going to send me one for a demo. We'll see if I get one or not. And I'll demo it for y'all and see how it is. It is brush and earn. And when you look at how many, the ticker on it is oral, ORAL. Again, this is not TGE yet. It's still in testnet, but they have given out 2 million oral tokens so far. So I'm guessing Helium Deploy just started to drop this, but you could buy this previous to now. There's 234 users in the last 30 days that are already using this. 500,000 tokens have already been dropped just in the last 30 days, and 141 estimated daily rewards for brushing. Now, again, we have no idea what this token is going to be worth. So we don't know exactly, what are you going to make per day? Another thing is, if you activate the NFT, because the NFT to start brush mining, that is brush tokens also. Purchase a BrushO Smart Toothbrush, download the DApp, receive official non-transferable NFT. Activate the NFT to start mining brush tokens. So that must be different than oral tokens. Like I said, this is new. So if you brush frequently, you brush for the right amount of time. Too much pressure, not enough pressure, not having healthy brushing habits leads to less tokens. It has a timer for you. It tells you how much you're supposed to stay on each zone of your mouth. It's different. It's now there's also governance on this. You can be part of a community by staking. So they're serious. This is a serious crypto project, despite the jokes about mining, about brushing for DePIN or anything like that. You stake 100,000 brush to become a node, unstake anytime after 7 days. How do you get these tokens right now? I don't know. Again, I'm trying to figure out the difference between that they have brush tokens and oral tokens. I'm trying to read more about it. So you can always go to the trusty white paper. BrushO token. Brush is the native cryptocurrency and protocol token of the BrushO network. It plays a central role in the BrushO ecosystem, while its value and use case spanning transactions, governance, and incentive. So Brush token is good. So Brush token actually launched, this says, in 2024. So they do have this Medium article right here. Actually explains a pretty decent amount of it. AI oral health, you didn't really reach your need, but supposedly using AI, it can identify ways that you brush, where you need improvement at, and can prevent problems before they happen. I'm lucky, and apparently it's not hereditary, but I'm telling you, I've never had a cavity, knock on wood. I've had braces, but I've never had those type. I go every 6 months normally for my cleanings and stuff like that. I've never had those kind of problems. Some people can brush and do all the oral hygiene they want and still have issues, but it's here to help you. And The insights generated by your AI coach go far beyond a single brushing session. Over time, BrushO AI analyzes your habits, identifies trends, provides a holistic view of your oral health ecosystem. But what I wanted to get here is answer my question from earlier. The brush to earn model central to our DePIN oral health means your commitment to excellent oral hygiene also aligns with tangible economic benefits. Currently in oral tokens, which is the beta tokens, and then they convert to brush at TGE. So BrushO does have 31,500 followers so far on Twitter. It's been on Twitter for X for over a year now, but they keep everybody up to what's going on. Look, I've seen a lot of projects with a lot less stuff on it than what this has. Despite what everybody, the jokes we made about it and stuff like that, this seems like a pretty legit project. Again, we don't know how durable this product is or anything like that, but it has premium DuPont bristles. My dentist, ever since I switched to BrushO network, guess we'll just chat then. That's funny. But they do have this app. I'm gonna see if I can download it, because I don't know if I can download it without the toothbrush, but I'm curious. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to download it and see what happens. On the App Store for Apple, I'll just type BrushO, if you can see that, and BrushO, and it comes right up. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can download it, see how far I can get without having a toothbrush yet. So yeah, I really can't get past the first screen, because the first screen is asking you to enter the email you did when you purchased it. So a couple more things they mentioned. 6 hours to full charge. 45 days is what this is supposed to last. Somebody asked what kind of battery was in it. Apparently it's going to be a very good battery. For 45 days, that's longer than what you saw in those not more expensive, but some of those models we saw in Amazon that only lasted less than a day. 11 brushing modes for every need. So basically, from what I'm gathering on this, is you have regions set up in your mouth and you brush for at least 2 minutes. There will be a timer on here that tells you for 2 minutes. I remember them saying different tricks like sing the Star Spangled Banner or something like that, and to make sure that you do it long enough. But your score depends on how consistently you brush your teeth over the past 30 days, including today. To get the best score, brush regularly without missing any areas. If you're brushing too light, your rewards are reduced to 90%. Just right, you get full rewards. If it's too heavy, your rewards drop to 80%. A brush head lasts 90 days. I know people keep bringing this up. And after 90 days, your rewards decrease by 5% each day until you replace the brush head. So it knows whether or not, you're changing that head or not. So there is a video where it tells you, how to do separate zones and stuff like that, where it tells you to do different areas and stuff like that. I don't know how people are going to feel about this. Me, I'm all over the place. I just go over the same thing 2 or 3 times, but I go all over the place. Gently massage your gums and just different things like that. Deep clean versus gentle, and different brushing. There's different brushing modes. Smoky, if you have smoke stains, special care for braces, or not. Like I said, this seems like it's pretty thorough. I have to say that. I'm quite impressed by it, to be honest with you. Whether or not how legit this thing is as far as rewards. But again, while this is new to me and new to my channel, this thing apparently has been out for some time now, and it's just about to go to TGE. So while BrushO does not have a Discord, which I can't believe, they do have a BrushO network with 19 videos, 3,500 members on YouTube that you can see their videos they've made and what other people have shared so far. So take a look and see some demos. It looks like Friday at noon is that's when the usual drops from Helium Deploy are. And something that y'all might need to look at. Again, it's a little bit different. I know I've seen some comments already in my Discord about it, some positive, some not so positive. It is what it is. Everything's not for everybody. Some people, first thing they'll look at is what's the ROI? This is a toothbrush. I don't know if you can even call this passive income, because hopefully you're still brushing your teeth every day, no matter if you're doing the hand model or you're doing another different kind of electric. Hopefully you're brushing your teeth already every day. So if this is something that's going to help that, I know some people make comments about, are electric toothbrushes good for you or not. My dentist has never said anything negative against them. So I do have a dentist appointment, as it happens to be, coming up very soon. And I'm going to ask him what's his thoughts on electric toothbrushes. Again, I've never heard him say anything negative, but that's mine. Yours could be different. To me, as long as you're doing it long enough, especially with something like this, that's going to tell you what zones you're hitting, what zones you're missing, if you're doing it too hard, too soft, gum health, stains, and different things like that. It also matters with toothpaste. I just recently switched to a newer toothpaste. My teeth are getting sensitive. That's what old people got to start dealing with. And I've had some great results with it. It's not crust or something like that. It's a different kind now. It's things like that. It's weird how when you get older, 20 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be talking about toothpaste and toothbrushes and stuff like that. For those who have been following my videos, my son just going off to college has changed me in 3 days' times. I am a completely different person right now. And it's different. It's different. And I never thought I'd be sitting here talking to y'all about a video on BrushO, the toothbrush. But here it is. I'm hoping I get one. I'm not lying to y'all. Like I said, I spoke to BrushO, the BrushO team on Twitter, who said they were sending me one. I haven't gotten an update yet on that. I'll keep y'all up to date on it. Even if I don't, at some point, I probably will get one just for the hell of it, just to see what it does. I don't know about the whole node thing and staking and all that stuff like that, but y'all know majority of my projects, if I'm in a project that has staking, I'm normally staking. I just staked a whole bunch more in a different project recently. So today, actually a couple of hours ago, with Soarchain. So we'll see. Check out Helium Deploy again Friday. Helium Deploy right here. Not HiFix, just Helium Deploy. I don't want to have to go make a whole new badge for it. But Helium Deploy, GrumpyDad 56 at the checkout. And while you're there, take a look at any of the other stuff that Helium Deploy has. There is another product I'm looking at that they do have coming to TGE. Watch for that video soon. Try and do a little more research on it. That one costs a little bit more than what this one does, I think. Yeah, the other one I'm looking at is a little bit more. But we'll do a video on that one. We'll cover that one. I'm doing a little more research on it. But hey, here it is. If you're interested in it, check it out. Drops happening in 3 days, 2 days, 2.5 days, whatever you want to say it, and see what it is. Kind of hoping to come out with Discord. I like to keep up with my projects in Discord. It's a lot easier. But either way, I am subscribed to them on Twitter and on Telegram, and I'll keep up with them like that to see what's going on. So we'll see what happens. Check out the code. I appreciate y'all support. Appreciate y'all support y'all give to the channel and always following. We'll be back Thursdays for our live. We'll pick up this discussion also. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it. Also, we discuss this in my Discord. In my Discord, I have channels for all the different projects we in, and I just recently created a channel for BrushO. So you'll be able to discuss it then. Thank y'all for watching. See y'all hopefully with some white teeth from brushing y'all teeth. See y'all later.